JBX back here with another stream. Life's a dream. Rager out now on all platforms. You already know what's the deal. JBX Wonder for real. And yeah, I'm just gonna get right into some esoteric shit. Honestly, I would play this shit, but it's like I don't know how it's gonna come out on the fucking desktop audio. So I wish I had some speakers type shit, and I can't put it in my headphones type shit. Let me show you. I don't want the audio to be scuffed for y'all.
You back up? Back up. Yeah, we gotta make this shit flip. Times 10, you know what I'm saying? Back in.
I don't know if y'all can even hear that shit, though.
Ain't nobody that's gonna crash me, you know what I'm saying? They're doing this shit forever.
So I just hope the audio's
They're
gonna crash.
doing this shit for eons, my nigga. She ain't never gonna stop my heart into the legs, but you know what I'm saying? They've been doing this shit for years. Oh my god, I bring her out. 7 dummies since I did the math. Yeah, she was skipping class. I was making up money out for them bitch. I fucked up honey. Yeah, I was making cuss. Yeah, I kick flips, chopper stick. Oh my god, I'm in this bitch. Oh my god, I'm a rockstar shit. Yeah, tell me how I kick flip on that little bitch. When I walk in the party, yes, I'm EBC, yes, a flip. Oh my god, she suck his dick. Back to the burn, rockstar shit. Oh, she naughty, she naughty. Oh my god, I'm making money. Oh my god, it's a sky. Oh my god, I really fly. I don't ever die, bitch. I don't ever cry. Keep them focused on my eyes. Keep them diamonds on my spine. If you talk shit, you might get hit. Load the chopper and shoot that shit. Bow. Like a king, I really keep my crown. Stupid bitch won't bow down. So I hit her from the back. Wow. Get them stacks, cash cow. I got real stacks now. Feeling like I'm Bow Wow. Hopping in the same, we making a movie. Lottery ticket, I fuck with group. Tell me she money, she thought shit. I feel like an real dark side, fuck shit, nigga. Double S, you know it's my plan. I didn't chest, they still on my throne. They don't know what I want. Yeah, we go to the world, we go. Yeah, right to the party, I feel like a rock star. Pop this money and keep that shit. Rager, 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 Rager. Someone got my pager, cause I'm finna page her. Need you by my side, I don't wanna lose you, no way. See the future with you, okay. In the mountains every day, okay. Living in a castle, there's you on my baby girl. Let me know every day. It's just a legend stay. We gon' have some fun today.
I'm gonna let y'all hear this.
Switch over my foot, Double up in the cup, baby, tell me what's up. Fuck this shit, I'm like, all this shit, y'all love. I don't really give no fucks, I'm just stupid. I'm a fucking little bitch, I'm fucking to your bitch. Flashing out on little bitch, I don't fucking take your bitch. I don't really get no shit, I'm just living my own life. Keep them diamonds on my life, I don't really get no fucks. Man, I'm shining like a light. Yeah, that shit is hella bright. Super little bitch on sunlight, thinking she do that shit, yeah, all night. I don't get no fucks, no. Live my life like every day. Fuck this bitch for the play. Hey.
I know, right?
Yeah, fuck. I think I'm cursed. Living every day of my life, every verse, yeah. I'm gonna become reality. You might end up in a hearse, bitch. Talk about that shit, cause I've been putting in that work, bitch. That's what I'm cursed. That's what I'm cursed. Yeah, fuck. I think I'm cursed. I ain't living every day of my life in reverse. When your dreams become reality, might end up in a hearse, bitch. Yeah, fuck. Talking all that shit, cause I've been putting in that work. Yeah, cause I'm about to make it. Yeah, meditating Sitting around, I'm making it see, I get berserk. In the world, I'm making it hurt. Ignorance, let's start put you in a body bag. Yeah, I think I made it. Yeah, I'm just feeling faded. I know her favorite place. Chocolate kill like Jackie Chan. Where I go, they know my name. She gon' chill like Lois Lane. Diamonds over everything. Almost got a wedding ring. All that bitch said, give a fuck. I think I'm cursed out. Living every day of my life in reverse. When your dream become reality, might end up in a hearse, bitch. No fuck. Bitch, I'm cursed, bitch. Living every day of my life in reverse. When your dream become reality, might end up in a hearse, bitch. No fuck. That's a curse, bitch. No fuck. That's a curse, bitch.
What is it?
All this money been in the days. Talking that shit, you end up in a maze. Talking that shit, lately I've been in a higher place. I don't switch up, I just keep my ways. Practice what I preach. Living rich just like cement. You look bro, you know I'm in it. The way that I live, man, 100 a minute. I am a boss and I'm passing my limits. We not stopping, others locked in. Load on my pocket, I shoot like Stockton. Fuck, I'm locked in, I ain't stopping. I ain't got no fucking option. Needed a car, I drive like sport. Dash, driving fast, I never crash. Hitting the bitch in the bang garage. Cashing these checks, I'm popping these checks. Reach my limit, I admit it. You don't wanna do this, and this time will tell if it was written. Prophet sent me in it. I was looking in the mission, baby told me that you missed it. You can tell that it was written. This shit always was a mission. I'm like going intermission. Always trust my intuition. 30 hits, you get you missing. I'm the doctor, got prescriptions. I've been popping like I mentioned. I don't do no indecision. I've been steady on a mission. If you lack, I'll get you missing. I've been smoking hella strong. Tell me, baby, love on my tongue. Got a brother, go sing along. I don't do no sing-alongs. Tell me, little baby, you're here to stay. Green, I see from a mile away. Kicking these rocks and I'm losing my patience. I swear to God, I'm ancient. Run on with me, it's the same shit. You know it's that gang shit. YTN, we hang shit. You can tell that it was written. These days I've been on a mission. I'm like going intermission. Always trust my intuition. You can tell that it was written. This right here is my moment for life. Got a new baby, so fuck for the night. That's my thing, I switch these flows. Left to right, we pass these slows. Use my shit, my new flows. Eeny, miny, mo. Catch my nigga by his toe. I might fuck it on my pole. I just fucking play my role. Bitch, I'm locked in, ain't no stop this. But every day, this much straight locked in. Back in high school, I was digging. Now I'm speaking on my lay back, I'm chilling. Goku super insane. Playing a story, not insane. Told that fuck ass nigga, I love him. You can tell that it was written. This shit always was the mission. I might go in intermission. Always trust my intuition. You can tell that it was written. This shit always was the mission. I might go in intermission. Always trust my intuition. Always bumping in the days. Talking that shit, you end up in a maze. Talking that shit. Lately, I've been in a higher place. I don't switch up, I just keep my ways. Practice what I preach. Living rich just like cement. You look bro, you know I'm in it. The way that I live is 100 a minute. I am a boss and I'm passing my limits. We not stopping, others locked in. Look at my pocket, I shoot like Stockton. Fuck, I'm locked in, I ain't stopping. I ain't got no fucking option. Needed a car and I drive like sport. Dash, driving fast, I never crash. Hitting the bitch in the bang garage. Cashing these checks, I'm popping these checks. Reach my limit, I admit it. You don't wanna do this, and this time will tell if it was written. I still I'm Jake Owen, and I just got lost, so I'm steady on these drugs today. Can't escape my fate, I'm in heaven way, and she wanna go on a date, but life's been kinda hard. I've been feeling like I'm dead inside, and I don't do no love, cause they telling me I'm in the dead. So I've been running away today. But life's been kinda hard, I've been feeling like I'm dead inside, and I don't do no love, cause they telling me I'm in the dead. But life's been kinda hard, I've been feeling like I'm dead inside, and I don't do no love, cause they telling me I'm in the dead. And I'm scared of love, so I've been on these drugs, yeah. I don't know how to love, just give me drugs. Life is out of space, you need me at the station. Shit drive me crazy, baby, I've been doing drugs just me and you, never ever been. I love you too. Hella lavish, I just gotta have it. Fuck, she a bad bitch, so I'm finna tap it. Yeah, roll a bad way, yeah, with some cabbage. Yeah, I'm not too average, feeling like a savage. Ball like a maverick, not no average package. Bitch, I'm a sad kid, feeling like a bad shit. Yeah, roll up a backwood, yeah, how it feel good. Yeah, I'm living lavish, so I gotta have it. Yeah, she a bad bitch, so I'm finna smash it. Yeah, how it feel good, I've been in the hills, yeah. Living life fast, I don't do no cheap thrills. Keep her like a secret, baby, I know what you need it. So many flows I know where to go. I've been stuck up in myself. Think it's because of the drugs in a row. Been up, got me losing control. Down my neck on my wrist, I'm froze. Losing my demon curse. Live every day on my life reverse. 2 shots gone, get my hearse. Yeah, hella lavish, I just gotta have it. Yeah, she a bad bitch, so I'm finna tap it. Yeah, roll a backward, yeah, with some cabbage. Yeah, I'm not too average, feeling like a savage. Yeah, pull like a maverick, not no average package. Yeah, bitch, I'm a sad kid, feeling like a bad kid. Bitch, I'm Pikachu. I'm staying focused, I ain't worried about you. Hey, everybody worried about the shit that I do. I'm a star and I'm shining like you.
I love every song.
You made me feel incomplete. Trust me, baby, you know what she. I'll just take you for the week. Shawty wanna geek, yeah. I've been chillin' for the week all day. Tell me you need me, I need you to stay. If I give you more, would you take it away? I've been running away like every day. Scared to go walking away to the train. Like I'm a dog. I'm not doing love. Just wire me to some drugs. You made me feel incomplete. Trust me, baby, no shit. I'll just take you for a week. Okay, shot, she look good. Told her come my way. I've been walking around, okay. Elevated my own space. Tell me you need me, I want you, okay. Running away, I've been hurting to death. I'm feeling like I'm dead inside. Hop in the coupe and let's go ride. Scared to go low. Walking away to the drive. I feel like I'm a dog. I know you know. Just point me to some drugs. Walking the time and losing my mind. Soul of my soul, I know there's one. This was an outside out foot. Shawty got a good mind. I ain't got a word. Feel like a devil except she know my spot. Chop, 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 me clocking it now. Shoot for rhymes, then reload my arms. Spin your head, shoot 3 times, you end up dead. I'm walking around a building from bread. Stuck in the walls, I know I'm not dead. Tell me you like Frank, couldn't kiss like my dick. Keep you in the club, cause I steady come in here. Talking that shit and you end up right. Talking my shit cause I'm just like Roger. Hopping in bed, that piss your father. Saw your daughter, cleaning your water, all your hood. I don't think I'll be more since. Tell me you look like new bands. You made me feel incomplete. Trust me, baby, you know shit. I'll just take you for a week. Okay, sure, she look okay. Turn on my way, I've been walking around, okay. Elevate on my space, okay. Tell me you need me, I want you to stay. Running away cause I'm hurting today. I've been feeling like I'm dead inside. Hop in the coupe and let's go ride. Scared to go low. Walking away to the drive. I feel like I'm a dog. I don't think just want me to some drugs. No love, tell me what I'm doing wrong. I was kicking while I'm making my songs. Up in the lounge, I feel like I'm on. Tell me no love, like I'm on songs. If you wanna sing along, hop in the coupe and go right along. This gon' be your favorite song. And tell me that you love me. Yeah, yeah.
This song, bro. I can't, bro.
I was in a get caught like bastards and you're fragile. Tangible tag, fight the ground. I kill like Goku. I feel like a bully, I feel like a boss. Stuck with me, he lost myself. I'm really ready to ride. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It's time to fucking ride. I breathe energy, no I didn't feel it. If it's a beat, you know I'ma kill it. It's time to fucking ride. I was in a cage. You know I'm like the rain. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! It's time to ride!
rage, let's go. Let's rage, let's go. I was born and raised, sick in a rage. I was born and raised, sick in a rage. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Well, I wish I could rage right now, but you know, other people in the house, I'm not trying to go crazy. And I did when I made that song. I also lost my voice for a couple of days. It was very interesting. But, you know, it's fun. It's really fun. Time to get into the nitty gritty. Yeah. That really didn't produce much light. I mean, the sun is going down, of course. Opening that window was practically useless. But yeah, that's Rager for you. Whole album, 9 songs, 24 minutes. Shortest album I've dropped. You know. What do you want to do in your life? I mean, seriously, I'm asking you. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And why? And that almost begs the question, how are you going to get there? How are you going to do it? What? Why and how? I mean, 3 really important questions that you should be asking yourself. I mean, don't take it from JBX. I'm just a guy. Just a guy. Seriously, though. What do you want to do? Why do you want to do it? And how are you going to go about doing it? Really, really good questions. You know, should think about that. Food for thought. Any case, so time to get into what I was talking about earlier on my YouTube video. Not on my stream, of course. I didn't talk about anything yet. But I did post a video earlier in the day on YouTube. But in case, yes, I talked about this before. Magic squares. Idea, problem, solution, conclusion. You have an idea, you project it. Naturally, there's always going to be an opposing force. You know what I'm saying? Someone with a different perspective than whatever idea you're projecting. Let me slow down a little bit. I am pretty hype. Even though I wasn't raging, the music still got to me. I still feel it. But any case, yeah, when you project an idea, naturally, there's going to be someone with an alternating perspective, you know what I'm saying? You can just, it's normally perceived as an opposing perspective because it naturally is, and it's going to create friction. And this is where there's no relative good or bad within this friction, because these 2 ideas conjoining together, you know what I'm saying, and vibrating, you know what I'm saying, vibing is just moving together. So basically, example, very practical example, you're having a conversation with someone, right, and they're not really feeling what you're saying. Like, they don't feel what you're saying. They're not really seeing what you're trying to put out there, right, what you're putting down on the table. They're not picking up what you're putting down. You're like, bro, but it's just simple. I'm just trying to help you. It's just pure common sense. Pure common sense. You know what I'm saying? They're not really seeing you, but you're trying to get to the solution of the problem, okay? The problem is honestly non-existent. The problem comes when you project the idea and the other person has an alternating perspective and they're not really trying to see or view your perspective. You know what I'm saying? So then there becomes an idea problem, which is the 1 and the 2. Masculine and feminine. Oh, the polarities. Okay, what's birthed from the polarities? A child, a solution. Oh my God. And what can that child do? He can take his own actions, a conclusion. That's 1 magic square right there. But that's just one practical way of perceiving it. See, there's many ways and dimensions to perceive such a thing. Dimensions are just perceptions, of course. Life is rather simple. To complexify it would be lostness. Any case, everything is birthed from an idea, of course. And then, oh my God, what happens when you have an idea? Someone starts feeling a certain type of way. Or rather, you have an idea in your head, and you start feeling a certain type of way about it. know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get this cookie. Man, that cookie, you start thinking to yourself, man, that cookie tastes good. You start feeling like, damn, that cookie would taste good. And you get your ass up and you get the cookie. You know what I'm saying? So that's right there. That's instant manifestation. Positive gratification. Due to your internal fixation, which was ultimately your external creation, which was basically you thinking about getting that cookie, how good it would taste, and then you end up taking action and grabbing that cookie. Very practical examples. But then you have to be able to put this in various perspectives, okay? Think about the bigger picture, not just the small examples that I'm giving. But in any case, just keep that in mind. So look. So there's an idea problem solution. That's like the Tron fleur de lis. You know what I'm saying? That's you have an idea, you feel a certain type of way, and now you solved your own idea problem solution. You solved your own universal equation by grabbing that cookie. I'm telling you, bro. Like, this is really that simple. You know what I'm saying? So if you were to take that concept and to apply it to every single thing you were doing, then every single thing you would be doing would be more of a ritual and not just a mindless action, because a ritual is more an accounted for action. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what other people are thinking about it. Oh my gosh, bro. Here comes JBX Wonder, the Archangel, with the flaming sword slashing through all the perceptions, all the false lies and illusions. It's funny. Oh my god, let me stop. Oh my god. Let me see. Oh shit. Since I'm just going through random notes that I have down, I mean, I could just go into a streamline, but random thoughts are sometimes really good. So, you know how some people utilize the terms dumb, deaf, blind, cheap, and weak? Think of it in this perception. Okay, dumb, just meaning mentally dumb, very unaware. Oh, wow. Okay. Deaf and blind would be in the soul. You know what I'm saying? They don't see with their ears and they don't hear with their eyes. Everything's in reverse. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to get into that. It's a whole other video. But I always say that if anyone's been catching on. But in any case, sheep and weak in the body. More or less like animals. What does sheep do? They follow the shepherd. Simon Says. And weak, obviously, because they can't rely on their own source of information. They can't even create their own source of information. So they're relying on someone else's resource. Makes them a very weak individual. So in totality, it would be a dumb, deaf, blind, sheep, and weak individual. So yeah, I just explained it through the mind, body, and soul. And obviously your spirit, you, would be the one aware of all this shit that you're doing, you know, unconsciously or very consciously. But if you're watching JPX, you know what I'm saying, you have to be aware of it at some point, or if you weren't, you're aware of it now. But in any case, the conscious is just the energy into which we create as a collective. And you individually create energy, obviously, by projecting ideas and concepts and creating other feelings about it. When you project an idea and concept, someone else feels a certain type of way about it. An energy is being created. Boom, just like that. That's how we create energy as a collective. So energy is really just being transmuted and manipulated. It's just taking different various shapes and forms. I mean, this is why they say it can't be destroyed, but it. Any case. Any case, so the subconscious is basically stored awareness. So based upon the energy to which, obviously, you created and you became aware of. Hopefully, you didn't get lost in it, get lost in consciousness and. Any case, you created stored awareness based upon the information that you accumulated just by looking around in your environment. And you were like, oh my God, I've experienced some things. You know, maybe person, place, or thing. You know what I'm saying? And you were like, oh my God, I accumulated some memories. I have stored awareness. I have subconscious awareness. Whoa, life. But yeah, that's your soul, subconscious type shit. Your conscious can be perceived as your mind type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your utilizing this shit, but it really is. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything else. And then unconscious, basically, essentially pure awareness. You know what I'm saying? And that's just essentially, your body, all these things can be very vice versa. That's what I was saying. Like, it's, I tell you, man, life, if you're, the energy and the frequency can go either way. You know what I'm saying? You curate the frequency, the idea, that's all an idea is the frequency. Once it solidifies its shape and form, it becomes energy. That idea becomes energy. It starts to matter when enough people care about that idea. They start to give energy to it via thoughts and feelings, and over an extended period of time, it's going to be actions. And I'm saying, which is, it's going to make it matter. And I'm saying this audio interface, this wouldn't matter, right? I wouldn't be holding it in my hand if enough people didn't care about music enough to create an audio interface to be able to connect it to different, sources, to be able to listen to music and record music and shit like that. You can do more than record music, but I'm just giving it that one example. Exactly. Any case, a lot of people are lost in these things, not understanding how we created the energy, not understanding how a focus rod comes together, how it just broke down. Most people don't think like this. But if you don't understand how and why these things were created, then what are you using it for? And that's exactly why you're not in a pure space of innovation to be able to create your own things. You know what I'm saying? Okay, maybe you can create a new innovation. There's many things that have not been created. As a collective, as a society, we've just been regressing, meaning just going in the same circles over and over again, more or less like a hamster wheel. Yes. Just been recreating Rome over and over again. Shit is lame. If you guys haven't peeped, game. So with this religion shit, Christian shit, all this shit, bro. These cults, these cultures, any case, it's just created when, you know what I'm saying, you project an idea and individuals feel a certain type of way about it. But it becomes a cult when the individual that projected the idea has, basically, they're controlling the individual's feelings and emotions. It becomes mental slavery at that point. They no longer have a mind and they're just being willed by their emotions. Religion? Fear? Any case, so yeah, just recreating the same shit. If you guys didn't peep, the Gregorian calendar reset. I can't remember who the fuck it was the fall of, but it doesn't even matter, bro. Cause after it went from AD to from BC to AD, Rome was birthed. Greece, Rome was birthed, and that was it. And it's always been that since. You guys, what is that even measuring? The whole calendar is going off of a Christian belief system that shows you where everyone has been wrapped up and lost in all this time. So, as a collective, yeah, if we're going off the Gregorian calendar as a collective, I mean, you just look around and see what's really going on. I don't really have to say too much about that. In any case. So that's just majority of people lost their souls, basically lost their feelings and emotions. Anybody can say something to you. You'll start feeling bad about what they're saying. You got no internal protection, internal awareness of who you are. So when someone goes and projects an idea trying to tell you about what you're doing, who you are, and what to do, you'll fall short. Start listening to them, taking actions. You know what I'm saying? Can be get lost in the energy to which you create. You create all the circumstances and situations to which. I'm sorry, I said that too fast. You created all the circumstances and situations to which you were placed in. You know what I'm saying? In this, and what's happening? Because the situations is the emotion. That's the vibration. What's happening? The circumstance is the frequency, the space and location to which the event is taking place. The experience is taking place. The emotion is taking place. So that's really all it goes down to. So, and you do this by where's your mind at? That's all where it starts. It's mind over matter. I've been trying to tell y'all all this time. Everything created in the physical was birthed from the idea, and you obviously can do the same thing. It's not, I mean, it is magic, but it's also like not magic, like how people are thinking about it in the movies. Like, any case. Man, I tell you. Any case, so energy is just essentially encapsulated motion. So once you take an idea and centralize location for an extended period of time, and you condensed it and encapsulate it, obviously, it's going to produce energy. But that's a whole other topic and discussion, honestly, because that goes very deep. And I'm just talking about internal alchemy, but this can very easily be externalized. I mean, all this is already being utilized. I'm just connecting both of the two so you guys can properly understand. First internal, and then, you know what I'm saying, external, because you don't want to have twist shit reverse. You get lost in the external and then try to go internal. That in the case, but yeah. I mean, bro, you came out the womb, bro. You already know who you were. You already know what to do. Your inner child, that is you. Like, that's always been you. You just keep trying to bury you and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what the collective is trying to get over. Just childhood trauma. Nobody knows shit. Everyone's just trying to get over childhood trauma and shit. As a collective, yes. It's passed down generational trauma. Curse, that's what they call it. Niggas don't know how to make their own decisions. And getting led astray by other people and shit like that. Any case, falling victim to desires and shit. Lost in shit that doesn't matter. Get your purpose and stay in your grind, stay educated, and open your mind. I told you Zombies World War III back in my favor. Back in April 17th, 2022. Seriously though. That's all it really is. A timeline's an idea. You're on your own time when you're in your own mind. Thinking about your own shit, really, your own mind, your own motion, your own vibration, your own soul. So it's really that simple, bro. I mean, obviously, you don't want to be selfish and become narcissistic and shit. Start thinking the world revolves around you and shit. Nigga, there's other people here. Did you forget that? Did you forget that? Because obviously, other niggas have forgotten that, and that's where toxic masculinity and all this narcissism and all this dumbass shit has come from. But really, seriously, you can just look around, look outside. Maybe y'all niggas don't get outside enough. Start thinking like you're alone and shit. Start thinking shit be revolving around you and shit. I don't know, bro. I don't even like to assume. Bro, but any case. So yeah, bro. I mean, that's the basis of life. That's a 41-minute video. That's like, all my videos have been short, bro. Straight to the point, bro, these days, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. Like, I kind of want to drop more information on y'all, but it's like, should I hit it all in one video? That's what I be thinking sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Whew. You know what I thought was? Yep, that's it. Love you guys. See you later.